So
You haven't learned that yet, Bert. You can't speak on it.
Titties
So
always get
Bert
big,
wants
but
to introduce a new segment. So what is
It's
this?
the Mount Rushmore.
We did this last
We
week.
did it last week. And,
What's your Mount Rushmore
we
this
had
week?
We had a lot of feedback, but we don't have a lot of viewers this week, sadly, for some reason. So this Mount Rushmore this week, I want to throw you guys off the loop here. Underrated comedians. Or no. Top rated, like just comedians in general. If you had to make a Mount Rushmore of comedians
Of all time?
yeah, it doesn't have to be like the best, but it's your four. You don't have to put them in any order. Again, like I said last time.
Are we doing stand-up comedians or movies?
Stand-up comedians
or
stand-up comedians.
Okay.
I got mine.
I got mine already too. So
I know where you're going.
where do you think I'm going?
Sam.
Keep going.
Sam who?
It's
Kinnison?
Sam, yeah. Am I right?
He's on mine, yeah.
So is Andrew Dice Clay in yours too? Rodney Dangerfield?
Just made just that didn't make no. Mine is
barely.
okay.
No, you said it. You go
George
first.
Carlin?
Mine
Whoa,
is
George Carlin is one of the greatest of all time. He's
Oh,
not
yeah,
underrated.
he's a goat.
But we're talking about personal favorites.
thought he said
personal
also-
favorites.
I thought he said underrated.
That's what I thought
No, I changed it. I said
All
just
times.
just comedian. Just your Mount Rushmore comedians.
Your favorites.
Mine are Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Sam Kinison.
Okay.
That's my Mount Rushmore.
I got Mike Epps.
Really? Ooh, okay.
I love Mike Epps. Chris
Epps is
D'Elia.
Delia.
Yes, he's funny.
D'Elia.
He's very
Delia.
fucking funny. Yeah.
It's tough with. I love Kevin Hart. But my last one, I gotta say, it's probably Cat Williams. Cat of all time.
That's your Mount Rushmore, eh?
You know he gets his ass kicked by little kids.
I don't care. He's
All right.
hilarious.
Go ahead, Don.
I'm gonna go with Robin Williams.
Ooh,
Who shit
that's-
my pants?
Yeah, go on.
Robin Williams. I'm gonna go with Burt Kreischer.
Kreischer.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Always calls him Chrysler. Learn the fucking name. I swear, I correct you like regularly, at least 2-3 times a week.
So we got those two, and then I'm gonna go with. This might not be a popular one.
Hey, it can be whatever you want. It's your Mount Rushmore.
Dan Cook.
I swear, he was in my mind too, because I've never seen a bad stand-up comedy, but he's fallen off so hard that
Yeah.
it's hard to put him up there.
So and
I think I know one of Bobby's. I'd be very surprised.
Oh, and
if
I heard
don't-
Dane Cook was stealing jokes too,
no, what
No.
it was is he had ghostwriters.
Yeah.
Ghostwriters or somebody
which
else who was
really
stealing
isn't.
jokes.
It's the same thing.
No.
No,
You're not
pay
using
these
your own
people.
No,
joke.
you say, "Oh, this sounds."
It's not
funny
your
to
own
me."
joke.
You know how
You're
many,
paying
you know how many
for the
ghostwriters
jokes,
Tim
though.
McGraw has for his songs?
We're not talking about songs. We're talking about comedians.
Well, I mean, you still pay for it. It's your property.
You know how many stand-up comedians have ghostwriters that help them?
And I got one more, but it's hard for me to choose, so I'm just going to randomly.
No, don't go randomly. Think about it long and hard, which I know you do every night.
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
gotta. No, fuck you. You got one more. Pick it.
Robin Williams, Burt Kreischer, Dan Cook, and then
He fucking said
Said it again. He did. After
Fucking
just-
piece of shit.
You got George Carlin, Theo Vaughn.
You got a lot of people. Red Fox.
Yeah, Red Fox. Rick Fox was on the lake.
I'm gonna go with Dave Chappelle.
Dave
Yeah,
Chappelle.
let's say
solid.
another great one. Another good one.
Yeah, I don't know how he wasn't anywhere in mine because he has to be in mine. I replaced Cat Williams with Dave Chappelle.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't have to think about it hard, you know.
George Carlin. I
Okay.
love George Carlin. Joe Rogan.
I knew it. See, I knew that was going to be one of yours. I knew Rogan was going to be
Literally,
one of
Rogan's
he
not
is one
bad.
of the
He is very funny.
he is one of the fewest comics that has literally had me in fucking tears.
Yeah, he's very
He
funny.
had me in tears. When me and Donald went and seen him live, I was in fucking tears.
I mean, I feel like the experience then has a lot to do with it too, though.
No, well,
Just being there live.
no,
it's
because
like
I've seen a
get
couple
into
live
it.
shows. It's there. It was just I still when I watch that stand up on Netflix, I still cry laughing. Lewis Black.
Oh, another good one. Another good one.
Never been a fan. I don't like his whole delivery. You know,
It's a menace.
I can't believe these little motherfuckers. He's always so
That's why I like it.
Dude, that's awesome.
Tell me I didn't nail it.
And then Dane Cook.
Fair enough.
It was part of my child.
I
you
mean,
get that
mine
Pink
too,
50 from
mine
Grandma?
too.
Nana is a cheating whore. That's part of my
She's sitting
childhood.
on Baltic with crack.
Nana's a cheating whore.
It's part of my childhood, bro. That's not what you told me.
Hey,
Tell him
hey.
what you told me.
What? What was it? Tell that twat to get the jelly. Yeah, twat. Get the jelly, twat. It was a Dane Cook one.
Yep,
Any story time with the boys?
I got one. Surprisingly,
You got a boom boom one, right?
I do have a boom boom one.
All right.
I got a blue one.
we gotta vote for Ron White.
Ron White.
Tater salad.
I don't hate on that.
I don't hate on. No, he was one of the
Anyone in the blue collar circuit was pretty dope. Or the original Kings of Comedy.
See, I didn't
Yeah.
care for Bill involved, bro.
No,
I liked his Here's Your Sign.
Yeah, here's your sign's funny.
they had their ups and downs, all of them.
Fucking Larry the Cable Guy was too extra for me.
But he was still
Get her
funny
done,
as
bitch.
shit. Yeah.
Get her done, bitch.
There was someone for
yes.
everyone. That's what you had to appreciate.
Yeah, I guess so. But then he ended up being in a bunch of stupid ass movies.
Listen,
He's sold
Cole
out.
Mater is great.
Oh, who was another fucking comedian? He's fucking like a country. He sings
Rodney
Rodney
Carrington.
Carrington.
yeah.
He's very good too. He's
Jeff
fucking
Foxworthy.
really
Show
funny.
them to me.
Bo Burnham.
Bo
Oh,
Burnham.
Bo
Hilarious.
Burnham,
Bo
very
Burnham.
funny.
People sleep on that kid.
I love Bo Burnham. He's a genius.
Yes.
A fucking genius.
Yes.
This
Dimitri Martin is underrated
He's
too.
a fuck, dude. He sucks.
No, Dimitri
he
Martin.
fucking sucks.
Bro, he thinks so deep
Who's
about
the
his
guy who
segments.
just walked out on stage and was like, cheese sauce? I love cheese sauce. And he's got like no chin. It was on a Comedy Central stand-up special. I died.
Harlan Williams.
No.
No, he's like a weird white guy. Real tall and gumpy. Me and Donald died
Not
laughing.
T.J. Miller. Is it T.J. Miller?
No, he's older. This was fucking 10, 15 years ago, dude.
Cheese sauce. I like cheese sauce.
I love Reggie Watts too. He's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I tried showing him to Don. Don didn't really get
Oh,
it.
he fucking blows. But there's T.J. Miller. There's fucking.
For Titus, when I went and seen Titus last February, had me in tears. I saw him live.
We forgot about Ralphie Bobby.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Fat
I
fuck.
just found out.
Yeah, I
the
told
other
you.
day.
You didn't know that.
Yeah.
He
You
died
didn't
of
know that he's been dead?
He had
So,
pneumonia, dude. Pneumonia.
You know
and then
what
fucking
somebody
turned.
told me, and I felt so bad that they didn't know that he was a dude.
Of course, when I Google
he
what
looked-
cheese sauce, I get just fucking countless videos
Nachos.
of fucking nachos and mac and cheese. Like, what the fuck?
Right. Be like, what kind of search is this? They'd be like, nachos.
What do you guys think about fucking Anthony Jeselnik?
No, I'm not a fan.
He's okay. He's
He's just like that other
He's
prim
hit or
and
miss.
proper dude that's a lot like John Mulaney. I'm not a huge fan.
hit or
John
miss.
Mulaney is not even funny.
There you go, Jeff Dunham.
No.
I like
No,
Jeff.
not
He's
a fan
he's
at
had a
all.
few good ones.
I don't like Jeff Ross. He's
Jeff Ross is the
Gabriel
roast
Ross?
king.
No, I don't like him either.
He's
You
the
don't like
roast
Fluffy?
king.
I feel like they're
No,
so
Fluffy's
extra.
corny,
I don't
dude.
like the
I like
delivery. I feel like Jeff
Yeah.
Ross does have funny lines, but I
Jeff
don't like
Ross
his
is
delivery.
hilarious.
He's
man.
the roast master.
He will roast the fuck out of anybody.
I can see
Anytime,
that. And
yeah,
I
but
give
his
credit
thing-
where credit's due,
But he doesn't really have stand-up specials. His thing is he's good at roasting the fuck.
I know.
Right.
I've seen him do a couple stand-up
Yeah.
specials.
Just
and
like
they were
I can't
they were
stand
pretty
Brad
good.
Williams.
When's the last time he's done one? Bert.
Uh,
Besides the roast.
You don't like to mention?
No, he
Not at
did
all.
one overseas, like a
I
couple
don't
years
like his
ago.
delivery. That's why I don't like Gabriel. That's why I don't like Carlos Mencia. That's why I don't like
Carl, yeah.
George Lopez.
I like George Lopez.
I feel like the delivery can be a little much, a little overacted.
Joey Diaz is fucking.
Oh yeah, he's
fantastic.
hilarious.
Super dirty. Super dirty.
Sal Volcano from Impractical
Bob
Jokers.
Saget.
I don't.
Hilarious.
The
Bob
line
Saget's
that
dirty
got
as
me.
hell.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Saget's
Was-
really fucking dirty.
I don't like to do anal because the gaping. I don't like to see the gaping asshole. What am I supposed to do? Throw a quarter in it?
Theo Vaughn is pretty fucking funny too.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn is funny.
Yeah.
Nick Swartzen's hilarious.
Nick
Yes.
Swartzen, yes.
Nick Swartzen's very fucking
Who
good.
fucking farted?
Seinfeld? Not really a Seinfeld. Thing.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm not
you know
crazy
what?
on Seinfeld
You know what?
either.
I'm gonna take
But
one of
you
my
know what,
guys
though?
off. I'm gonna take one of my guys off and put Nick Swartzen up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel
Well,
that.
which
What
one?
guy though?
Which one?
You had Dane Cook. You had Bert Kreischer.
Chrysler, he says.
I'm gonna take off Dane.
Really?
Wow. All right. Okay.
I had to leave Robin up there, R.I.P.
Yeah.
But I remember watching his
I
stand-up.
love Robin Williams,
Robin
but I
Williams.
didn't like his stand-up.
See,
Dude,
oh,
he's,
it
Who
was-
Shit My
he was-
Pants was a
he
classic.
Me and
Dude.
Bobby
Yeah.
died laughing.
I'm not
dude.
saying he didn't have funny
He said-
segments or funny bits. I just hated how he was just everywhere, all over the place. He's just like
that's
his
Robin
whole-
Williams.
and that's like the kind of shows I was never really crazy about.
He said, "What does
the
a
whole
tornado in
ADD
the
scene.
south and a divorce in the south have in common?"
Someone's losing a trailer.
Somebody said Rodney, right? Rodney Dangerfield.
I
respect.
suggested it. Yeah.
I don't see him. I don't
See,
think
I don't like him
think he was
because
great.
he did the one-liners. You know what I'm
My
saying?
Dr. Vinny Bumatz.
His jokes were all just one-liners.
That
That's
was the
fucking-
style. That was
That
the
was the
style,
style
of
back
comedy.
then.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what? That was Clay's too. That's his one.
Exactly. That
I'm
was
not
the
fans
style
of
of
that era.
That was the style of comedy back in the day.
But,
Hickory
but the
dickory
same
dock.
era, the same
This
era. We're
bitch
talking
was
Eddie
sucking my
Murphy.
cock.
You know what I'm saying? And Eddie Murphy and
Came
Richard Pryor,
afterwards.
they had style that was much aside. Like they weren't the one-liners. There was a build. There was a build.
Yeah. Like with Richard Pryor and Eddie, they were like stories basically, but with comedy, which is kind of how comedy is nowadays, anyways. But yeah, I mean their style was more shifted towards that.
All right. If we're gonna do this, I want your Mount Rushmore of overrated comics.
Overrated comics. Ooh, okay. Ooh,
Jerry Seinfeld.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Seinfeld on that one.
You're gonna go with he's the richest fucking comedian of all time.
Doesn't matter. I mean,
for different folks.
Overrated?
overrated.
You don't think so?
No, I do. I was just sure. I know.
Overrated comedians.
We don't have to do a Mount Rushmore. Just give me one. You guys, he went with Seinfeld, so give me a different one.
I can feel that Seinfeld.
Fuck. Overrated comedians.
You know who's another hilarious
I think,
one?
and
Bill
you're
Burr.
I think you're
Bill
gonna hate me
Burr's.
on this one. I think Cat Williams is overrated.
Who?
Cat Williams.
Yeah, I agree. That's who I was going with.
Damn,
Williams.
gotta
I
think
like-
of a
I
different.
He
like
was
Cat
funny
Williams.
at first.
Gotta think of a
He was
different
funny
than that.
at first, and his last couple specials, I was kind of like, eh.
No, that's who I was going to go with.
Like,
was,
I liked his first special, but then, like, after that, I was like, meh.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, is super overrated.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel
Cap it off with the Mount Rushmore, Donald. This is the Mount Rushmore.
Joe Rogan.
My man.
What? Wow.
I'm not
You're
mad
gonna
about
say
that.
you're saying Joe Rogan's
I
overrated?
can agree.
I went with Bobby
Hey,
to the same show. Blue.
I can,
What?
I can agree. It's just different strokes for different folks.
It really
He was literally laughing his ass off too, so I don't want to hear it.
I feel like he
There were
just
some
because he
jokes
says
it was
things.
funny, but as a comedian, I don't get it. His Netflix special, hated it.
I feel like Joe Rogan, like I see him too much as like the UFC announcer. Like, I mean, regardless of what he says, funny. Like his
Bobby's face when I said it too. I looked directly at Bobby.
Yeah, it was just
It was a shot at me.
No,
It was a shot at me.
Joe Rogan is not a good comedian. Sorry,
You're fucking crazy.
you
he's
are-
not.
you
You're
are
fucking
I think
crazy.
you're
not.
crazy.
You're insane.
There's so much.
He shits on Bart Kreischer. He shits on everyone. He shits on Ari Shafir.
You're crazy. Bart Chrysler.
those are just straight lies, Bobby.
That's fucking truth.
no, dude.
No,
That is
the
Bart
numbers
was
don't lie.
fucking-
The numbers, exactly. The numbers don't lie.
They don't
which means
lie.
he does more numbers in every single one of them. He sells out arenas, bro.
No,
Arenas.
Arenas because he was doing the
Arenas.
Fillmore when he came to
I wish I could
Detroit.
fucking fill out. I could wish
Dude,
I could. Fill out.
Kevin Hart selling out arenas. Joe Rogan
Kevin
isn't
Hart
taking
did Madison
arenas.
Square Garden.
Sold it out like 3 times.
That's
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But that's an arena comedian. Joe Rogan is not that.
Joe Rogan did the Fillmore.
I mean,
That's not an arena. That's a venue.
That's
He
what I'm
might
saying.
sell out venues, but
Okay.
I feel like
He sells
I
more
don't feel
numbers
like
than
I don't feel like he's much better or worse than Burt Kreischer. I just feel like I like Burt Kreischer, and I just don't like.
I like
Joe
Burt
Rogan.
Kreischer, but Burt's not as funny as Joe.
That's where I feel it's
That's
just a
crazy.
matter of opinion. Where I can admit that,
It
yeah,
is a
he's a
matter
funny
of
guy,
opinion.
but he doesn't tickle my funny the way like Burt Kreischer does. But I feel like they're still at the same level.
They're not.
They
They're not
are.
the same
I feel like you're about to see Burt showing up in movies and shit. Burt's star
Joe
status,
doesn't want to do movies.
but that's why his star status isn't going anywhere. Burt's is, and when that
His
does,
star status
his
isn't going
stand-ups-
anywhere?
I mean,
His
Joe-
stand-ups-
His
No,
star status isn't going
Here's my
anywhere.
whole thing.
He's
Here's
not
my
going
whole
to
thing
get
with
much
Joe.
bigger than he is.
Joe
Here's my-
Rogan's pretty huge.
Here's my.
But he's not going to get
not
much
huge.
bigger.
Fear factor, motherfucker. Not because
Yeah.
of his comedy or comedy.
Huge.
Huge.
He's not going to
Huge.
get much
Huge.
bigger just because he's not doing that. If he has the
Because
ability
he
to,
doesn't want to.
He could be
gets
a television
roles
star.
all the fucking time.
His
Doesn't
delivery
make
is
sense.
garbage, man.
His delivery is garbage.
I feel like I could see him more, not as a stand-up, as a comedian in a movie. I could see him
Wow.
more as an action
I
star.
can see this conversation
You guys-
getting quite
But Burt
confidential.
Kreischer is about to start popping up in movies. And Burt Kreischer said he doesn't turn anything down. When he gets a job, he takes it. And he's just always busy because he knows that there's going to come a day that the phone line stops. The phone stops ringing, so he tries to take in everything he can now.
All right, story time with the voice.